live on Adobe Radio, The Brett Davern Show.
It's just cool of her to show up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like when people show up. It's really cool. It was a fun show. It was a fun show all around.
Yeah, it was.
It was good to be there. It felt like an honor to be hosting.
Oh my gosh, totally.
It's nice of them to ask.
Yeah.
It was
We
fun.
tried to get them to replace us with actual celebrities.
We tried. Yeah, it was cool. I think I've hosted their show like 6 times.
Mm.
Yeah, it was cool. And then for Steph B. Green, super fan,
What up, girl?
to show up. That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's just cool, like, I don't know. I'm always telling people to go see a live show, so I like that she did that. But then also just show up and support the show. Showed up, took a few pictures, got some free hugs. Very positive. Very smiley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joyful night. It was melancholy, a little bittersweet, the end of I.O. West, but...
Yeah, but when the bartender's standing on the bar throwing napkins in the air,
Oh, it was
that's
great.
when it's at its best.
Yeah, they were having fun, and just a real honor to be part of Dr. God's, not their final show, but their final show at iOS. They're going to move on and be super successful as they always are, but it's just sort of the end of an era at iOS.
I told Neil that they would land on their feet because they're too big and smelly not to. It's the Brett Davern Show! Brought to you by Adobe Radio. In partnership with Nice Guy Digital. And recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, Nice Guy Digital is spreading their wings again. Our friend Aaron Pruner's new Adobe show, PrunerTV, airs tonight, and we're lucky enough to get a sneak peek.
Somebody gave him his own show?
You did.
He went from being a guest on this show to having his own show? Oh, boy.
I'll tell you the best thing I've seen all weekend,
Uh-huh.
and we'll catch up with the kids.
Oh. Dad's upset.
Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me!
Your new best friend,
Yep.
Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody! This is our show. I'm not sure if I want that to be a new thing or not. Because I can do it for a long time. I actually could have done it a little longer just then. I was thinking over the weekend, I was like, maybe that'll be my new thing. And then now I'm like, I don't know. It goes on way too long. Oh, boy. Thanks for joining us on Adobe Radio. For subscribing on YouTube, TuneIn, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast. Also, my tongue is now used to being behind my front
Mike
teeth.
Tyson.
From going, now my tongue's just used to being there. Also, thank you for helping spread the word about our show and engaging with us on social media. You guys are awesome. If you want to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, it's all good. You can call the show anytime, 1-888-99-IDOBE. The email for the show is bdsfans@idobe.com. Or if you want to join the conversation instantly, you can put that address where you normally put in someone's phone number when you're texting them, bdsfans@idobe.com. Just compose your text like normal, press send, and it ends up on this iPad in front of me. Just like somebody yesterday. Yesterday we weren't here actually live, but I told people to text in watermelons with one, and then one person to send in an eggplant, and somebody texted in about 100 watermelons with one eggplant in the middle.
That's funny.
I screenshotted it. I'll put it up on YouTube. You guys should check it out. It's funny. I like funny listeners. Good stuff. Also, everybody, we're getting crazy with the Spotify playlist. There is a new official Spotify playlist in conjunction with the other Spotify playlist, the Love Songs playlist. Now there is just a on-air Brett Davern Show playlist, so it's all the songs that we have played throughout the history of this show so far.
There's some weird ones.
It's like 10 hours of music, and it's pretty much the only playlist you need on Spotify.
Yep.
So I think Matadocious is tweeting a link to it, so go check it out. Or if you have Spotify, just search On Air Brett Davern Show, and go ahead and give that playlist a follow. I think you'll like it. All right, lots of show to get to today. Another brand new show being unveiled on iDoby Radio and on, everywhere you get podcasts and blah, blah, blah. So exciting to talk about that. My good friend Aaron Pruner, who's been a guest multiple times on this show, he knows everything about TV, and now he's going to have his own show where he can tell you all about it on a more regular basis. But before we get to all that, good morning, boy wonder.
Good morning, Brett.
And Matadocious.
Morning, Dad.
And Katie LeClaire.
It's National Hooty Hoo Day, Brett.
I don't know what that means.
It means you go outside. I looked it up because I was like, what the hell is this?
Okay.
You go outside, you put your hands above your head, wave them around, and yell hooty hoo multiple times so that you shake off your winter blues because spring is coming.
Do you say so? This is Don't Break the Needle by J. Roddy Walston and The Business.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on iDoby Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, Brett Davern on iDoby Radio.
All right. Over the weekend and over the holiday, people were tweeting because during yesterday's episode, which was not... During yesterday's Sorta Live episode, Boy Wonder did some talking on the air. And so did Matadocious. And then Twitter went crazy with this new hashtag WonderFan. And they said they want Boy Wonder to talk more often on the air. That's not happening. You guys can complain all you want. It's not happening. No way. Also, can I tell you guys something? He's better in small doses.
You think so?
Yeah. I know they think they want to hear from him all the time, but he's much better in small doses. Trust me, I sit next to him every day.
I think he's all right.
Of course.
Of course.
You don't even have anything to say about this, Boy Wonder? You don't want to get involved in this? What do you want to? You want to say something to your fans out there?
No, Brett, I totally agree with you. gotta leave him hanging.
Exactly. Always leave them wanting more. And then as for Matadocious, well, she's all over this show. We don't need more of her.
She's all over the socials. She's funny.
Yeah. I love them both. I'm just teasing. Katie, what do you got for us?
It's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
Title of the article is Mysterious Free Pizza. Oh, wait, no. This guy is pissed about all the mysterious free pizza he keeps getting.
And that's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
What?
So this dude in Hamburg has gotten pizza deliveries dropped off at various times of the day at his work over 100 times from different pizza shops and different, it could be at any point. He goes, it's infuriating. You can barely manage to work.
Where does he live?
Hamburg, Germany.
Uh-huh.
And so now the local pizza shops have started to catch on that he doesn't have to pay for them. They're just delivered to him. And he just gets to enjoy it. But he's real upset about it.
And he has no idea who sent him in the first place.
No, he's run spam algorithms on his email. He's He's called the police to investigate it.
Poor guy. Someone's tormenting him with pizza.
They really are. And then the funny thing is he's now started to receive sushi and Greek food as well.
Oh, no.
But mostly like the pizza is the main focus. But whoever this evildoer, nice person, whatever you want to call them,
No.
they're breaking it up for him. It doesn't have to always be pizza. Maybe
it's
you want
other
a
people
nice
have gotten involved,
pita.
though, now that he's been in the news.
Well, it's true. It does say his first and last name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe the sushi and the Greek people, the people that are sending those, not the Greek people, not as if this country of Greece is behind this, but the people who are sending sushi and sending Greek food, maybe they're just messing with him as well.
I mean, it seems like a really mediocre problem to have.
I think that instead of being super annoyed by it, he should just turn it into a positive and start handing those pizzas to, homeless people on his way home or whatever, or people in the subway or however he gets to work, or people who look like they could use a pizza,
Of course.
or a California roll.
But mostly pizza.
You think they do California rolls in Hamburg, Germany?
I don't know.
If you're eating sushi around the world, can you still get a California roll?
We need our listeners to weigh in on
We
this.
got people listening international.
Yeah.
I never really. Do people in London eat sushi? Are there sushi
Yeah,
places in London?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why. For some reason, it feels
Stuart
like I
could
won't.
tell us.
This feels like the end of a joke. Like, you're about as popular as a sushi joint in London, or something like that. Why does that sound weird to me? Having sushi in London, it's probably normal, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't it sound weird when I say it? No, it doesn't sound weird to you?
It has a nice cadence to it, so it sounds like it could be a joke, but no,
Eating sushi in Hamburg, Germany, it just sounds weird for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you think they have strudel in Japan?
No. No.
So
Like
is
Wiener
America
Schnitzel?
the only?
Not really. I don't think so. Well, it sounds just as weird as saying like eating sushi in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, but there's a delicious sushi place in Kansas City.
No, there's nothing delicious in Kansas City.
Yikes!
No.
Shots fired.
No. Even the barbecue.
You're wrong about that.
No, Kansas City. No. Too much sauce and it's too sweet.
Well, look,
I like the dry rub. I go with the dry rub and then put the sauce on myself. Uh-oh, people are texting in from Kansas City. They're upset. Okay, see, someone's listening in London. They said, of course we have sushi restaurants in London. Okay, fine, that's fine, but answer the question. Can you get a California roll?
I think that's just standard now. Like, I think that's pretty. Maybe it wasn't at one point.
Somebody writes in, London has incredible Chinese food and Indian food.
I've always heard that.
Yeah, but that's not sushi.
It's not.
My favorite thing in life is when people answer the question that you didn't ask. We're talking about sushi joints in London. They're like, London has amazing Chinese food and Indian food. Yeah, okay. And how's the weather in Rome? Like, what are you talking about? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Silly.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Come on, 4-4. Tell me about if you can get a California roll or not. What else you want to talk about, Katie?
I don't know. I'm excited for PrunerTV to come out.
Oh, boy. Always staying on brand, this one. I like it. I'm sorry. I'm having an off day. I'm incensed by one of the texters. I'm
What
trying to
happened?
ignore it, but I'm not sure if I should bring it up on
Say
the air
it.
or not. It might be too long. It's a rant. Oh, God. You've only got 3 minutes left? Oh, it's a rant. I don't know
Say
if I
it.
can get it done in this amount of
Do
time.
it. Go.
Okay, much like the person who texted in, we got great Chinese food and Indian food. But by the way, like I don't mean to just always yell at the texters because I love the texters. It's great. But like that's not really what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Someone else texted in like while we were over the weekend and they're like, they sent in a picture of a Reese's I'm still on the Reese's peanut butter cup thing. They sent in a picture of like a Reese's, like at Christmas time or Easter time, they'll come out with like different shaped Reese's things.
Sure.
And so it's like a Reese's, what are they? Hold on. I got to get back to this stupid photo now. Now I'm all mad.
It's like a themed holiday.
You made me mad now. Hold on. I'll find it. Where is it? Oh, a snowman. A Reese's snowman bar. So it's shaped like a snowman, but then on the inside's the peanut butter, on the outside's the chocolate, shaped like a snowman. And they're like, tell me this isn't a candy bar. Okay, yeah, it's a little more in the shape of a bar, but when you ask someone what your favorite candy bar is, you don't mean... I'll be a monkey's uncle if somebody just says, oh, my favorite candy bar on the face of the planet is Reese's Snowmen. They only come out one time a year. Like, when you ask someone what their favorite candy bar is, you want just the standard, okay, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, Snickers, Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Baby Ruth, 100 Grand, Hershey's regular bars, Hershey's cookies and cream bars. Do I need to go on?
No, but please do.
Who are these people that answer these hypothetical questions with their, like, insane whatever? Hey, what's your favorite fruit? A green pepper. Shut up and get out of my studio. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Nobody likes a green pepper anyway. But yes, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, I do. I agree.
Gosh. Oh, what's your favorite soda? I prefer a ginger beer. All right, get out. Get out of the studio. You know what I mean? It's not a soda. I mean, it is technically, but like, you know what I mean. Coke, Sprite, Mountain Dew,
right.
Orange Crush. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have a least favorite soda? I do.
It's like these people, you meet these people in life sometimes, you're like, what's your favorite fast food restaurant, you know? And then they're like, well, my hometown has a burger place called Freddy's Burgers, and it's amazing. And you're like, you're not answering the question. Stop it.
You're borderline hypocritical right now.
Why?
Dick's?
No. Ask me my favorite fast food right now.
What's your favorite fast food?
Probably Jack in the Box, or Carl's Jr. is actually pretty good and underrated.
Jack in the Box?
Yeah, Jack in the Box is dope. No. I don't answer the questions like an insane person. No, I don't.
No, it's not an insane person. It's just a bad choice. You might as well say
I'm
Wiener
saying that
Schnitzel.
you're saying I would say dicks or whatever. I'm not. No, I don't do that.
All right.
Are you trying to just keep me going?
Yeah.
These people are crazy. This is Hold On by Alabama Shakes, and then we're back with Aaron Pruner after this.
You like the...
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Adobe Radio. Got something to say? Send Brett a text right now with iMessage. Text message bdsfans@adobe.com. You're listening to The Brett Davern Show.
You know who's got something to say? I got something to say. Getting a lot of text during the break. Listen to me, people. Listen. Listen. Your mic's not on yet. Quit talking.
Cool.
Listen. They text in, oh, is it okay if people like different things though, Brett? Okay, listen. I never said you can't like other things. I never said that. That's not what I said. I just said don't be one of these people who answer the just sort of hypothetical question with the obscure thing that is clearly not part of the question. Like, okay, you say to someone, what's your favorite movie of all time? And then they look back at you and they go, well, there's this Swedish romantic comedy that's also like slightly darker. It came out in 1987. You're like, oh, stop it. That's not your favorite movie. Now just knock it off. You know? Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, stop it. And even if it is your favorite movie, just don't be that pretentious person. Because you're not furthering the conversation that we're having. You're not yes-anding. It just stops dead in its tracks. Nobody's ever heard of it. Just knock it off. Oh, what's your favorite soda? Oh, well, there's this really obscure thing that you can only get in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And it's like, oh, stop it. Just knock it off. Knock it off. No, Katie? You don't agree with that?
I don't, but I'm okay to not say anything.
How do you not agree? What are you talking about?
I think it's okay if somebody has their favorite Waukesha soda. I think that's fine. That's fine. Good for you. Be passionate about the thing that makes you happy. It doesn't matter where it comes from or who has heard of it. If it makes you happy, then that's all that matters.
That's not what I said. It's not what
Yes, it is. You're saying that they can't have their favorite soda from Kansas. They can't tell you that because you want to hear them say Diet Coke.
Here's how I prefer the question to be answered. Hey, what's your favorite soda? Probably Diet Coke. But you know what I really like? There's this soda from
But that's
back
not their
home.
favorite soda.
Never mind. All right, Aaron, get in here.
Oh, sorry. Is my mic on now?
Aaron's joining the show now, finally.
Hooty hoo, Brett.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Chase away the winter blues.
Want to know what my favorite candy bar is?
What?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Exactly. See? Aaron knows what's up.
I'm being serious.
Aaron!
Hello.
So,
Hi.
you come on this show enough times as a guest,
Not my fault.
and apparently you just get your own show. Is that how it works?
Well, when you're from LA and you've lived as long as I have, and you have the experience that has built up within the entertainment industry, it just sort of just falls onto you. Like it's like raindrops, and you're just wearing like a rainproof outfit, and sometimes those little drops get in, you accept it, but other times just rolls off.
What
your
the
shoulder.
hell are you talking
I have
about?
no idea. It's early.
I think basically what he's saying is if I text Brett enough times and ask him to be on his show, he'll finally give me my own
That is
show.
not what happened.
Pretty soon the master debater's going to want a show.
That is,
Oh, my
That
goodness.
is not how that happened.
No,
but
listen, I'm so happy and so proud to unveil this new show. I think
here for you.
I think that you're great on the air. You had a podcast for a long time with a
Still
buddy of
do.
yours, and
Still
still
have it.
do.
Still doing it.
Punch Drunk TV.
Yep.
And I've been on there as a guest. You've had a lot
When
of
it
our
was
friends on there as
past the up
guests.
and remote on Geek Nation.
Yes,
which is
and,
no longer a thing.
But now you're gonna fly solo here on Adobe, doing your own thing, and I'm really excited about it. It's called PrunerTV.
Who
It
came up
premieres
with that name?
tonight? I don't know, some genius producer.
Yeah.
It
You know
premieres
what? You
tonight
asked
on
that
Adobe
producer
Radio. Let me
what
plug your
his
show.
favorite
Shut
soda
up.
is.
Let me plug your show. It premieres tonight on Adobe Radio, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
So you know what that means?
Pruner TV, and you can find it on all social media at Pruner TV. Go check it out on Twitter.
You know what that means?
What?
8 p.m. Eastern. Y'all gonna be listening to me while you're eating your pot roast with your family. I mean, I don't know if that's something
8 p.m.
families
No,
do.
8 p.m. is too late for dinner time.
No, I mean, you're just knocking stuff over. No, come on. Some people, okay, I'm going to ask your listeners, what time do you usually eat dinner? Because for me, it's usually between 7 and 8 p.m., although, I don't have like
I'd say
I don't have like a mom and dad and little sister to sit down with, and I don't know why I chose a little sister. I mean, it could be a little brother, it could be a dog. Could you let your dog sit at the table, right? I don't know where I'm going, Brett. It's early in the morning, and this coffee isn't big enough, but
Yeah.
I am excited.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how, I don't know what kind of accidents I'll cause if you're listening to me yelling about some random TV show I hate while you're driving through traffic. But then again, I'm in LA.
Are you
Not
gonna-
everyone has traffic.
You're talking about TV shows you hate and TV shows you love.
Probably just going to be talking about TV shows I love. We got to spread the positivity.
And having a lot of guests
on Punch
in
Drunk
the
TV,
meantime.
we talk about a lot of stuff we hate. I'm not getting punchy or drunk on this show.
No.
No.
It was sober TV time.
Yes, sober. Yes, yes,
Sober TV time with Aaron.
yes.
There's the name.
Today on the Harry Connick Jr. show, I don't know if you heard, but it got canceled. But he's shooting it through to
his talk
September.
show.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
But
too
today
bad.
I got our new show, first episode. I'm bringing on an old friend of mine who is really big in the voiceover world. Really excited to have him. Last time I saw him was like 5 years ago on my old show.
Yeah.
His name's Eric Bauza. He's an Emmy-nominated voiceover actor, and he recently got cast as Fozzie Bear in the Muppet Babies reboot.
I'm so excited for
Muppet
that.
Babies.
Yeah, he's also done. He's
I don't
done
remember the
Rick and
words.
Morty. He's done Transformers. He plays Marvin the Martian regularly. He voiced Stimpy on Ren and Stimpy when they rebooted the series like 10, 15 years ago. He's done a lot of stuff. So
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
He also voice matches people. Like he's this short Asian Canadian who can do a spot on Antonio Banderas.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy listening to it come out of his mouth because he played Puss in Boots on Netflix.
Now you've got to make him do these voices on the show.
You know I will.
Yeah, for sure.
He did this thing last time I saw him when he was on the other show where he did Peter Griffin becoming Homer Simpson.
Wow.
And I was like, you got to do that all the time. That has to be your party trick.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm excited to
should
listen
be cool.
back to that.
I like the mashup. He should do mashups of other characters as well. That's fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe drop a sick beat while he's in here and just like get him to rap as 3 or 4
Yeah, don't
different
do that.
cartoons. Why not?
I don't know what kind of rap skills he has.
Oh, I'm sure he's
to
got
put
them.
him on the spot.
Improv, baby. Yes, and. It airs tonight on iDoby Radio, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Pacific, like we were saying. And then also you can grab it on podcast the very next morning.
Yeah.
So
like
if you happen to
iTunes
miss
and-
the episode, if you are eating your pot roast and you don't want to put the fork down,
Look, if you're a vegetarian and
attention.
you don't like pot roast, or say you like meat, you don't like pot roast, I'm not judging you.
I am.
I know.
Pot roast is delicious.
This-
Pot roast
you
is
know,
delicious.
The trend this morning
Pot roast is delicious.
of candy and soda judgment is real thick in this room.
Yeah. Well, wait, what? Sorry, the text line is going crazy today. I'm being very distracted
Hey.
by the text line. It's so funny. Like, I don't know. The more I yell at people, the more engagement we get. It's just kind of funny. Sorry. I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Vegetarians.
Yeah, no, we were talking
Pot
about pot
roast.
roast. You know, I just got an Instant Pot. Do you know about that?
What is
Instant
this?
Pot?
Oh,
My wife,
yeah.
Kelly, who you're really good friends with,
Yes.
got an Instant Pot for Christmas. I've been making everything in this thing. And I
Yeah.
made a pork loin pot roast in it yesterday.
It's like a crock pot, basically.
It's like
it's like a pressure cooker
it's
crock
like a
pot
pressure
mashup.
cooker, crock pot, saute pan.
Ooh.
I made popcorn in it the other day.
Whoa, what?
You can hard boiled eggs in that thing.
Anything that you can make popcorn in, I'm a fan of.
Well, get yourself an Instant Pot.
Really?
Yeah. You can also turn it into a bomb. I learned that on an
Just
episode
don't
of Crashing.
say that on the radio.
Hey, it's a TV related thing because it was a show called Crashing on HBO. I'll just
It's a great show.
Yes.
Yep.
Kind of cringy, but yeah.
The 404 texted in a screenshot from their phone. Apparently, you can order California rolls in London. Very happy about that.
Are you planning a trip to London where you're only going to eat California rolls?
I don't know. I just like it. California. Ooh, avocado.
Everyone's obsessed with California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've talked
California's
about that
great.
before.
California's pretty great. Let's I don't know. Let's take a break and then let's talk about more specifically what you're going to get into on your show, and then also let's tease the people out there a little bit with let's talk about some TV here on this show this morning. What you've been into lately, what you're watching,
I want to hear about your last
what
night.
you're binging.
Oh, my last night. Yeah. That was cool.
Getting to go to all those swanky Hollywood parties.
Feels like you're tuning into the theme song of my life right
I
now.
want to hear about it. This is Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on iDoby Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
The Brett Davern Show's not only an awesome radio show, but you can watch episodes for free on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Brett Davern Show. iDoby Radio.
All right. Well, my yelling, Katie, has incensed someone on the text line. Now, see, they usually incense me, but I've incensed someone out there. Whoever texted in from the 973, it's the person who said London has Chinese food and Indian food. And I was just saying, you're not really sticking on the subject. That's all I was really saying. I'm not I'm not making fun of them I'm not even really being mean. We were talking about sushi, and then you brought up two different things. And I have the type of brain that if you bring up other things while I'm on another subject, you're going to throw me off in a million other directions. And we've got things to do this morning on the show. That's all.
We do.
So I'm not making fun of you or being mean. I'm just saying that you texted in something that was a little off subject, and it was starting to throw me off because then I start wanting to talk about Indian food and
Yeah.
That's all.
They have
So
good Indian food
you know,
in
I
London.
I love that you enjoy the show. I like that it brightens up your day, and I'm sorry if you took me yelling at you a little harshly. I was not yelling at you. I was just trying to have a little fun with you. It's just a joke, you know. It's all in good fun. I mean, these arguments on the show are ridiculous. Let's not get upset about that.
For sure.
They're about food and candy bars and soda.
And some guy getting
let's
pizza
all calm
delivered to
down
him.
out there, everybody.
Like, was that a real story?
You know, by
a
the
real
way,
story.
you know who I blame for this little rift between me and the 973?
Ooh.
That idiot in Hamburg who keeps getting pizza delivered to him. It's all his fault.
Like, how is that a bad thing?
It's all his fault.
You got free pizza.
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
Unless he's getting Chicago deep dish, he shouldn't be
Although,
complaining.
I had
What's
pizza
wrong with
once
that?
in Germany, and it was basically flatbread with Thousand Island dressing on it. Not a pizza.
Yeah.
Not a pizza.
Yeah.
So if he's getting flatbread with Thousand Island dressing delivered to him, I'd be pissed too.
Listen, you're gonna start getting texts
get
from Germany. People are gonna be mad at you. No. Well, anyway. Yeah. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or embarrassed for speaking out and trying to engage with the show. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying we were talking about sushi and you brought up different things and that distracts me.
I feel like this guy in Germany, I feel like it says he's a lawyer. I feel like it's a disgruntled client.
Does it actually say what's coming on the pizza?
No, it
Is
doesn't.
it like just like pizza with like rat droppings and cardboard?
I mean, I hope not. I think it's all
I'd be
edible,
pissed.
but it is a large order every time. So, but that's a funny thing because that's an expensive prank to play on someone.
I know, and what I'm saying, he should just turn it into he should spin the whole thing and turn it on its
Totally.
head and turn it into a positive story.
Yeah.
Like
Give it to charity.
go drop off the pizzas at a boys and girls club or something, and they could have each different one around the city can have a weekly pizza party every single day.
Yep.
Like just do that. Like quit complaining about it. Far be it for me to tell someone to quit complaining,
There it is.
but
There it is.
oh my goodness.
Hi.
Aaron, what did you do last night?
I love that you just, it's silly, everybody.
we're
We're just
still doing
being
this.
silly and having fun. Don't take it so seriously. It's silly. And every time I'm yelling, it's just a bit, really. Okay? It's just all in fun. Let's not all get upset about
I
it.
appreciate your attempt to pivot the conversation, Katie.
I don't run this bus. That's fine. I know my place.
What was their question?
Are we ready?
Go for it. I'm ready. I'm actually muting my microphone. You take over.
Your
for a
own
minute.
microphone.
No, I need to take a break. Go, Katie.
Aaron, how was your night last night?
Hi, Katie. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, how was your night last night? No one.
You look nice this morning.
Thank you.
How's your Tuesday?
It's a good Tuesday.
yeah, so-
productive.
Part of what I do for a living is I'm a journalist and sometimes I'm an actor. And last night I got to go to the red carpet premiere of Atlanta Season 2, Donald Glover's TV show on FX.
Such a good show.
I have seen the first 3 episodes of Season 2. I did not go to the actual premiere screening last night or the premiere party, but I did see Usher. Usher walked by me.
Really?
Jessica Williams from Two Dope Girls, the girl who used to be on The Daily Show, she walked by me. I forget the name of the actress, not Issa Rae, but one of her co-stars from Insecure walked by me. I was like, there goes Lena Waithe, the creator of The Chi, who was in Master of None. She won an Emmy for writing the Thanksgiving episode, which if you have not seen it,
I've heard great things.
watch that episode. It was really cool. It's just like, it was really cool and really cold for LA. Like, it was freezing last night. And I know you're from other parts of the country. You're like, oh, God, LA, you guys are so spoiled. It was like getting down into the 30s last night.
Yeah, that's cold.
I took the train to downtown because I figured rush hour traffic, even though it's President's Day, I didn't think about that. I'm just going to take the train and walk through the streets of downtown, freezing my butt off.
Okay.
But got there. There was no sort of heat lamps or anything, so everyone on the carpet was frozen. But I got some good interviews out of it. And what was interesting is FX invited some cast from other TV shows, so I actually got to talk to the actor playing the Shadow King in Legion Season 2.
Cool.
He was there. He couldn't really tell me anything about Season 2. Or
Yeah.
else, but it was cool talking to him about, because he took over. He was recast. talking to them. The one person I did not get... Okay, so as a journalist and you're working on a red carpet, a lot of times it's going to be a tight fit and there's going to be a time limit because everyone was going in to sit down for a screening. They brought Donald Glover to me and then pulled him away.
Aww.
And it happens all the time where publicists will be like, you only have time for one question, we're running late. I'm like, cool, okay. And there was an outlet next to me and that knew everyone. And they kept pulling people to go to them. And they pulled him away. I got a picture of him.
You did, and it was a sweet jacket.
It's a sweet jacket. I feel like it was kind of a Lando jacket, like a Lando Calrissian a little bit. It felt a little bit like... Look, I'm just speculating. He's Lando Calrissian in the new Star Wars movie.
I didn't say anything. What do you?
Look,
what do you like?
You're
why are you
full of
getting
judgment
defensive?
this
I didn't say
morning.
anything. I didn't say anything. I'm sitting.
You think he stole it from
Are
set?
you kidding me? I mute my
No,
microphone
no,
and I just happen to look in Aaron's direction as he's talking. He gets all defensive.
Look, Brett.
I didn't say anything.
God.
Ah, great. Now we got to bleep him out.
Really? Was that a cuss word?
Yeah.
Oh.
If they didn't pull him away, what were you going to ask Donald Glover?
What would I...
Childish
okay,
Gambino. What were you going to ask him?
Well, I could have asked him about when is that Childish Gambino Chance the Rapper project happening, but that does not relate to the actual show that was being presented. I would ask him 2 questions. First question. Season 2 of Atlanta is called Robin Season. Robbin season. And I learned that is an actual thing in Atlanta, where around Christmas time, people start robbing people because it's the holidays and they're trying to provide for them. And I wanted to get his insight on that because they shot in Atlanta and a lot of people who work on the show are from Atlanta. And the second question I wanted to ask him was his character Ern is an aspiring music manager, right? He's representing his cousin Paperboy. And throughout the whole show, it's been interesting to see the representation of his character as a father who is also working to make it in this industry, even though him and his girlfriend, the relationship is sort of complicated.
Yeah, you would have never had time to ask this question.
Yes, I would have. I'm trying to explain to you if you haven't seen the show.
I'm just teasing you.
But just
God,
representing...
everyone's mad at me this morning. Happy Monday.
Yeah, just representing...
Oh, God, I'm wrong about that, too.
Well,
That one's kind of undebatable.
All right, everyone, I'm wrong about everything.
You don't regularly see portrayals of a positive male father figure on TV shows like this. So that's what I wanted to talk about to him. Plus, you'll like this, Brett.
Okay.
I'm yelling now.
Okay.
Tiny Toon Adventures.
Yeah.
That was an inspiration for season 2 of Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They talked a lot about the structure of Tiny Toon Adventures. The movie Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Vacation, which is like an hour and a half, and it was presented as like 4 episodes. You can watch it on Hulu. All of them are on Hulu now. It's crazy. That is a crazy cartoon. It's insane. But listening to them explain how that inspired season 2 is really interesting.
Yeah. Oh, he's an interesting guy. I mean, he's super artistic. He's really smart and like just has his finger on the pulse of what's cool, or I don't know how to really say that. Well, sounding cool, but
he's really smart.
Yeah, he just really like gets it, and I'm kind of into anything that he's doing. I think he's.
What's your favorite Childish Gambino album?
Oh, the one with the
Pharaohs.
songs.
Redman.
No, he's really cool. I like him a lot. I think
He
I
went
actually
through that dark phase though. That was kind of rough. There was a period of time where I didn't like him, but he's come full circle for me.
Everyone has a dark phase, Katie.
Yep.
You
Speaking
probably
of,
wouldn't have talked to me when I was a goth kid in LA in the 90s.
Speaking of,
My wife probably wouldn't have talked to me then either. Yes, Brett.
Speaking of not liking people, the 973. While I was muted, I texted them back, and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry. Let's be friends. It's I heard you, and I'm sorry." And then they just wrote back, "I stopped listening," which is, what you want in an argument is just people to just be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems productive to me.
So happy I could be here for this, you guys.
You really get to
Now I
see
just
the
feel
best
bad.
of the Brett Davern show.
Yeah.
Last time you came in, we were yelling about computers before the show started.
Yes.
You've gotten to see the true colors of
Maybe
this
it's
show.
Maybe I'm bringing this in here.
Maybe you are.
I just feel bad. Now I feel bad.
Look, do you think everybody's friends with Howard Stern?
Well, no.
That's what I'm saying. He pisses people off all the
Did you
time.
just compare Brett Davern to Howard Stern?
I'm not the one who made that comparison first. We
Oh.
have a lot of listeners who say
Really?
that. Yeah.
Huh.
What they say, the clean version of
Yeah.
Howard Stern?
You're like the not shock jock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Except I've shocked this person, and all I'm talking about is
Quit apologizing is what I'm
in and
saying.
out. Yeah, help me out of this. What am I supposed to do here?
Nothing. I've
Move
told you
on.
that.
All right. Well, I feel bad. That's all.
It's nice that you're a nice guy.
I'm trying to be a nice guy. I'm just yelling about stupid foods and soda pops and stuff, people. Calm down.
Soda pops.
Soda pops. Yeah. I used to say pop growing up.
I was just,
That's a Seattle thing.
Colorado too.
Pop.
It's funny that it's a Seattle thing
Yeah, I don't know.
because I feel like usually
that was
those
a
things are.
Midwestern thing.
No, it's definitely a Seattle thing.
Midwestern is soda.
I mean, my
soda.
mom is from Kansas, but it's definitely it's a Seattle thing too. Like, because other people than my mom up there, like even you go to a restaurant, like servers will be like, grab you a pop or whatever.
It makes me laugh because I've moved a lot in my life, right? There's colloquialisms wherever you end up going, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And so you make a decision one day to start saying this instead of that, like this word instead of the word that I
Yep.
grew up using.
Yep.
But I've done that a couple of times. And so soda is one of them, and gym and PE is another one. Or when I came from Colorado to California, it was like, I'm going to PE, but in Colorado, I'm going to gym. It's funny how that, like,
Yeah, it's PE out
colloquialisms
here,
get created.
My mom used to say directional, talking about the turn signal in the car.
Oh, sure.
Interesting.
And I had to really get myself to say turn signal because I hated the word directional.
I don't like when people call it a blinker.
Why?
It sounds like you're 3 years old.
Oh,
And also like buggy instead of shopping cart.
yeah,
All
that's
your
one.
3-year-old listeners are angry at
It's
you
like,
now.
grow up. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get texted in.
My favorite.
I'm 3 1/2, and I call it a blinker. I don't think you're funny, blonde idiot.
My favorite is
I'm going to stop listening. Blinker.
Making
I
friends
turned on,
everywhere
I turned
you
on
go.
my blinker.
What do you call it?
Turn signal.
My favorite is in Canada they say garburator instead of garbage disposal.
What?
I love that.
That's kind of good.
It's a great word.
Garburator? That's like the title of an indie horror film.
It could be. Yeah.
Revenge of the Garburator.
I like that.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the kitchen. All those leftovers need to be handled.
We should put Donald Glover on it, then I'd watch it. Because he'd make it good. I wonder what his favorite candy bar is. See, you'd get into all these like heavy questions with him, and I'd just be like, hey, Donald, favorite candy bar? And then he'd probably say Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and then we'd get in a fist fight on the red carpet. And then everything would just be all over. Oh, anyway.
Let it go, Brett.
Let it go.
Oh god.
Let it go.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
44 texts in, they call it an indicator. It's very
Oh.
proper. Very
I
proper.
like that.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, for the turn signal.
I gotta admit, I do love watching Top Gear and all the different terms they have for cars. You know, the hood is the bonnet, and the windshield is the windscreen. And then instead of saying 0 to 60, they say not to 60. No to 60, not to 60. Anyway,
If it's no to
pretty good.
60, are they talking about miles per hour?
You know,
they can't be,
for
right?
no, for some reason on Top Gear, they're always talking about miles per hour. They always say miles per hour.
Interesting.
I've always noticed that. It's actually really interesting.
It shouldn't be though, right?
No, I know. But they are talking about miles per hour because they say it all the time. They'll say like, oh, this car has a top speed of, 185 miles an hour or whatever. But they say miles per hour. I always found that interesting.
Is it tops? What am I trying to say? America? Top Gear America?
No. I mean the original one. They say miles per hour. Yeah. And they call it petrol, though, too.
Yeah,
I like that.
petrol.
Petrol's interesting. Anyway. All right. Oh, and the trunk is the boot.
Yeah.
Put it in the boot. All right. That's a wrap, everybody. On another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me.
You would have thought that long weekend recharged me and refreshed me and made me in a better mood, but it's just that stupid story about the guy in Germany just made me mad for some reason. I just don't like when people complain about something that's like not a problem, you know?
You mean like what you're doing right now?
Thank you for listening live on Adobe Radio. Subscribing on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast. If you like what you heard, just tell a friend.
Tell them.
Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Bye.
Producer Katie's on Twitter and Instagram at Katie LeClaire. There's a bunch of C's in there. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav. You can follow the show on any social media,
Oh, God.
including Facebook at Brett Davern Show, or go to BrettDavernShow.com or RIDoby.com or wherever. I don't care.
You're really selling this.
Today's guest, Aaron, blah, 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 can be found on Twitter. No, today's guest, Aaron Pruner, can be found on Twitter at Aaron Flux with a couple of X's, but from now on...
It's one X.
From
Just
now
one
on,
X.
I was trying to throw them off the scent because from now on I want them to go to at PrunerTV,
That's
PRU.
That's P, not a B.
ER TV. Just
Wait,
go to
spell
that.
it again?
Check it all out. PRUNER TV. And then check out his new show, Pruner TV, tonight on iDoby Radio, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the other coast. But if you miss it, it'll be podcasted on all podcast apps by the time you wake up tomorrow. Check it out, people. It's going to be great. Once again, for Katie and Boy Wonder and Matadocious and Aaron and the 44 and the 661 and the 973 and the 44 and the 920 and the 34. Just antagonizing this person. Listen, I love you. 973, I love you. And if you can't stand the heat, then I guess do what you've already done and get out of the kitchen. But I'd like you to step back into the heat because I like you.
And somebody needs to deal with the garburator.
That was our show. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to remind everybody to be kind and take care of each other, even though, I don't know. Today they're like, what a hypocrite. No, it's important, guys. It's important to remember that we're family here on the show. And sometimes family fights.
Tell
It's
that
okay.
to Boy Wonder and Matadocious.
It's okay. Sometimes family doesn't get along, but you know what? It's important to have these conversations in order to grow. That was our show. Good night. Hold on. Stay with me. I'm reading. Good night. I don't know how to pronounce it. Joe Seppi. His band is called... No, his album's called The Back of the Class. It's on Spotify. You can find it everywhere. Check him out.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on iDoby Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.